The countdown to the News9 Global Summit Germany edition has begun. This year, the summit is back in Stuttgart for its second edition, the second Germany edition on the 9th of October. But we have a lot lined up in the lead up to that. Let's begin. Berlin hosts the curtain raiser to what promises to be a defining platform for dialogue and partnership. The summit comes at a very special moment, marking 25 years of Indo-German partnership. At its heart is a commitment to strengthen bilateral collaboration in a world grappling with fast-changing geo-economics and geopolitical realities. From boosting trade and investment to taking Make in India to Germany, the News9 Global Summit will bring together leaders from all walks of life, policymakers, industry voices, and cultural icons to map out new pathways of cooperation. Today's curtain raiser in Berlin really sets the tone for high-powered discussions, some fresh ideas, and some bold solutions as well, all with a clear focus, strengthening the India-Germany ties in a shifting global landscape. We have my colleague Karthik Malhotra joining us live from Berlin with some very special guests as well, is what I understand. Take it away, Karthik.
Very special indeed, and in fact tomorrow is that big day where GIIC, the German Indian Innovation Corridor, is hosting News9 and the News9 Global Summit indeed, and that is going to be the first curtain raiser for the News9 Global Summit. I had the pleasure of being joined by Siddharth Bhasin, the Managing Director of GIIC, who's here with me right now. And I also have Ms. Anandi Iyer, the Director of Fraunhofer India office. And Anandi Iyer, of course, among both of them being panelists with us at the News9 Global Summit in Stuttgart. You'll also see Anandi Iyer tomorrow as well as in the Munich curtain raiser. So let's have a quick conversation with them and really understand about not just the News9 Global Summit, but this very, very extensive and expansive GIIC conclave, which is also scheduled for tomorrow. Siddharth, let me begin by asking you, first of all, thank you so much for hosting News9. And of course, being part of the News9 Global Summit. Now, tell us what are some of the big headlines that we should expect from the GIIC Summit tomorrow?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, first of all, thank you to the TV9 crew for coming in, and we are really excited with the partnership that we have with TV9 and the GIIC. The concept of the summit is really to bring Germany and India closer, especially in the innovation and technology segment. The GIIC summit really portrays the strength and the unity between the German and the Indian economy. So 150 top decision makers from India, 150 top decision makers from Germany coming together, one day, power-packed discussions, innovation, technology exchange programs, many outputs in terms of innovation and technology exchange programs, startup exchange programs, opening up of a deep tech campus in India. So all of those highlights would be exhibited during the GIIC summit. And apart from that, of course, networking, because we really want these business decision makers to talk to each other, because we feel people don't talk to each other enough. And that is really one of the major outcomes that we want out of the summit, that these decision makers talk to each other, and let's say the business outcomes between Germany and India that we believe can grow 10x, which are not growing right now, should be grown at the GIIC summit and the TV9 summit, and hence we do it together as well.
Fantastic. I know you're a very busy man. We really pulled you out of what you were doing, so I will let you go for now, Siddharth, but thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow. Anandi Iyer continues to be with me, and of course, innovation is the big buzzword that Siddharth also just mentioned, and in fact, it's not just in the name of the GIIC, the German Indian Innovation Corridor, but it also seems to be in the DNA of everything which India and Germany work on together. And who better than Anandi Iyer, the Director of Fraunhofer India office, to tell us about this innovation landscape which is brewing, which is simmering, but which really needs to now catch the imagination of entrepreneurs, students, both in India as well as in Germany. What is the mission for Fraunhofer India office to take this innovation story forward?
Yeah, it's very exciting that innovation is now becoming the core strength of the collaboration between India and Germany. And we are all witnessing a very turbulent geopolitical shift in the global stage. But in all of this, if there is a relationship that's showing a lot of promise and is getting more busier by the day, it's the Indo-German corridor. And the reason for that is both these countries enjoy complementary strengths. And this has been said many times before in the last few years, that India and Germany have great potential to collaborate. But I'm seeing that personally now, with Germany showing a lot of interest for Indian students, but also for the Indian academia and the innovation ecosystem. And similarly, India looking at Germany for some very critical technology support, like in semiconductors, renewable energy, AI. So I think this is an inflection point in the history of Indo-German relations. I personally believe that. And Fraunhofer has seen that. We came to India 18 years ago when nobody believed in the India innovation growth story, and we were the first believers, and we have paid rich dividends. We earned 70 million euros out of India in the last 10 years, and these are coming from Indian companies who work with us for innovation. And given the positive framework that the government has put in place, whether it's Startup India, whether it's Digital India, or even the ANRF, I think in the next few years are going to be extremely exciting, and the action is going to be in India. So I think it would help that we reduce the information asymmetry that exists between India and Germany today, and bring more people, like Siddharth said, to talk more to each other, because R&D happens when people have trust. That's the core. I'm hoping that this event will really create that trust.
Fantastic. I'm sure. And trust building, I think, also needs to start really early on in age. And as they say, catch them young, watch them grow. Is that true for the innovation story as well? I'm talking in the context of the H-1B visas and the crackdown that the US administration has done on the H-1B visas. Is it time now for Indian students to potentially look at German universities and look at German educational institutions to really start that innovation journey well ahead before they really become entrepreneurs or ideas that go to market?
No, absolutely. I mean, I think it's a great opportunity for Germany to really position itself in the Indian mind space of the youngsters. For too long, Indian young students have been looking to Anglo-Saxon countries like, say, UK or US or even Australia and Singapore, only because, in Germany you needed to know German. But today the situation has changed. The biggest contingent of foreign students in Germany are Indians. We are about 60,000 students every year. But having said that, Fraunhofer hosts about 27 of India's brightest brains in R&D. And the big advantage of studying in Germany is not the fact that universities don't charge you. I don't think that should be the main reason why students look at Germany. The German education system, the dual education system, is just fantastic. So it places a lot of focus on practical knowledge. And if you look at the way the entire innovation ecosystem here is built, there is a seamless connectivity between academia, research institutions, and industry. And so when a student studies here and does the PhD or, even goes for a master's or whatever, he is directly connected to industry.
Right.
And so there is a different level of learning that happens. And I think students should come for that. And I'm hoping that they will be the bridge builders between India and Germany.
So the student community is likely to be the bridge between building ties for India and Germany, especially as far as innovation goes. But yeah, that's all for now from this wonderful reception here at Berlin. And of course, the big GIIC summit is scheduled for tomorrow. And that is when the official curtain raiser for the News9 Global Summit is also going to kick off. Krishna.
All right, we leave it at that. The countdown has indeed officially begun in Berlin. Thank you, Karthik, for joining us live from Berlin.